Right, so to summarise our decision just before with Abigail and the Reverend and the rest of the townsfolk, let's look at all the facts. Sure, Abigail's a witch. She did sell poison to Ilsa, who killed herself. But Mikkel, along with some salamander goons, didn't kill her, they raped her, causing her to buy the poison to kill herself. Meaning that the initial action that started that cavalcade of awful stuff was caused by Mikkel. In case of Odo, sure, Abigail had a doll of him. She may have had something to do with him murdering his brother. But Odo gained from killing his brother, Abigail gained nothing. Maybe tormenting Odo a bit? But come on, the man was a drunk. See, the Reverend sold kits, or didn't even sell kits, he just gave kits away to Salamandra. And then wanted to blame everyone else. Awful, awful man. And Harren traded with Salamandra, and, well, yeah. Sure, Abigail may not be entirely innocent, but, you know, preying on those who are misfortunate, or those suffering from misfortune, and are in poor mental condition, health conditions, or whatever. But she did not push anyone over the edge and do anything. Same as, is it the gunsmith who's, you know, actually responsible for someone who buys the gun and then shoots someone with it? Or is it the person who bought the gun and shot someone? Or someone else who drove the person who bought the gun to buy the gun? It's all very complicated, but again, we chose the lesser evil. Now let's see if we can enter the chapel. We can. Interesting. We can bury Declan's friend, which is exit altar. Sure, let's take some boosts. Oh. Stars down. That is probably where we want to go. Sarcophagus. Anything else in here? Nope, just the sarcophagus. Let's hand over the human remains. Ooh. Oh boy.
Remember me?
I do. You chased me, you and your ghastly hunting party.
I do still, though chase isn't the word.
Why is that?
My task is to see destiny fulfilled.
Say I believe you. Will you tell me my destiny?
Destiny is a double-edged sword. You are one edge, the other is...
Let's see. This year is factually wrong in the Witcher world. Destiny exists, and Geralt by all means knows this. But would Amnesia Geralt know it? Maybe. Let's just go for death.
Death.
I'll follow you, waiting for mistakes.
That's not all. There is death, but there's also free will. I'll find Salamandra and fulfill my own destiny.
I'll be waiting, Wolf. Endrian var sauvleo tövle.
You mock destiny. You mock it and trifle with it. Destiny is a double-edged sword. You are one edge, and the other is death? No. It's we who die, because of you. Unable to catch you, death contents itself with us. Death stalks you, following in your footsteps, White Wolf. But others die because of you.
Oh. So he's a fast boy. Leo's backed up. Right, meteorite. We actually have enough meteorite now to make a sword. once we get to an inn, see our quest. Let's find Levarden there, find Shani in the inn, as we agreed. That is true, we did agree on that. But yes, that big ghostly figure we just found, it has a history with Geralt. Geralt has a history with it. And of course, the mystery behind it all is something, if you've read the books, you'll know. If you played the third game, you'll also know, sort of, but not as well as if you've read the books. So the fastest way to the inn is to just run backwards and, you know, do this way. Let's do that. But yes. Destiny is real in the Witcher world. Really, it's the world of all fairy tales are real, but they're more edgy, true 90s style. Even though the first short story was written in the 80s, I think. The first short story collection, that was 90s, and the rest of the books also came in the 90s. Even though Sapkowski did write another one recently-ish, Season of Storms or something, which was just because, you know, everyone was ranting and raving, hyped up about The Witcher again because of the games. So he wanted to profit a bit, understandable. But can we enter this door? No one really liked that book, or maybe some did, I don't know. I haven't read it myself. Because by all means, it's a grey zone of, well, it's not really part of The Witcher and so on, in my opinion. My opinion may change if I actually sat down and read it, but I haven't. Outing myself as an absolute poser. Calling yourself someone who's read the books when you haven't read the latest one. One written way later than all others. Nah. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with myself as well. Not in that way, you pervert. But, yeah. I could inform you about that Spectre and who he really is, but I won't. I'll let you keep the mystery if you haven't played the games before, if you haven't read the books. Well, Huntsman, we've already done what we could for him. Just chilling. He's an honest man, I suppose. Even if he does earn more from doing what we do, being killing monsters. But again, what is a monster? This is a big question we'll have to ask ourselves many times in The Witcher. The dwarf is not here. No. Though usually the general tone and theme of The Witcher is that man is in humanity. We are the real monsters, usually. And beasts and critters are just, you know, following their instincts. Everyone is dead except for Shani.
Geralt, are you alright? I was so worried.
I'm fine. I'll tell you what happened on the way to Vizima. I'm done with this village.
So am I.
I hope I never return. It's unfathomable how many criminals live here.
These are hardly pleasant times, Geralt. The plague, impending wars.
Still, I'm astounded. Do you know how the beast came to be?
No.
They unknowingly created it with their misdeeds. A powerful sorcerer couldn't have matched it. And all they needed was hatred, baseness, and greed.
It sounds like a fairy tale.
Every tale contains a grain of truth. Let's go. Vizima awaits.
Well, good thing Geralt spelled it all out, so we didn't need... Well, I didn't. Even though... Didn't have Berengard's note on it. Or did we put that in a box? Wasn't it a quest item at one point? Oh, we can read this. Bearer of the Stockman and all the son of the Order of Flaming Rose and a faithful follower of the Church of the Eternal Fire. By the will of King Foltest and the Grand Master of the Order of the Flaming Rose, the bearer may pass into and out of Vizima freely at any time of day or night. Furthermore, he is exempt from all quarantine restrictions. Jacques Dildesberg. But yeah, Berengard's notes also said something about how it grew. So it had been, it had been feeding on all the misdeeds and so on. Let's see. We acquired a pass which allows us to enter through the gates to the city in spite of a quarantine. So, okay, that's not. That was just a check.
Come.
I was clicking on the door, not you. Oh,
Come.
no, door, not go. In other situations, you'd probably prefer the girl to the door. Okay, so she'll be running ahead. Oh, that run animation. We may have missed a side quest or two here in the outskirts, but oh, some minor detail. Nothing major. Come on, why are we running faster than her? It's the usual video game problem, right? Escorting someone and they run faster or slower than you, so you... Of course, they're running slower so you can catch up and don't need to constantly run. At the same time, it's also just a case of sort of run, stop, run, and stop. Even though, of course, we're probably just running all the way to the Maribor Gate. If I look outside right now, it's brighter out than it's in the game, but the weather is otherwise the same, more or less. Random weather facts here, and let's play The Witcher. I knew I said that I would not hold on old as much, but it's kind of hard to avoid when you know that it's there and you can use it to figure out where stuff is. It casually shoves people away. Nice little detail, but someone, you know, where you actually have a relation of some kind and are on friendly terms. This here, that's not really what you do to those kind of people, or maybe it is in Poland, I don't know. Beg your pardon. See, it's green, meaning she's essential. We cannot just murder her. Also, why would we? Geralt is not a mass murderer. Not by choice, at least. City guard and city guard. Also green, so they're important. Oh, but we're running down here. Another gate. But why is that... What was that other gate not good enough?
Vizima lies beyond this gate. I hope we never return here.
Me too. The beast is dead. The salamanders are dead.
And the peasants.
I have a pass. Mikkel should let us enter.
Let's go.
Was he captain or was he just some King of the Wild Hunt? Here we go. This is a spectre. The King of the Hunt appears again and appeared again and appointed one of his wraiths to fight me. He exploited a weakness. The wraith was a spectre of Leo. Now, there's some interesting stuff about the Wild Hunt, but I'll need to save that for later to avoid spoiling major details for those of you who don't know anything. I want it all fresh and all the reveals to come as the games give them. Yes, the King of the Wild Hunt. There's a bunch of stuff about him and I'd like to talk about it, but I have to save that. Otherwise, it's a matter of, you know, you have all of the mystery demystified from the get-go, and then some say that they're no longer interesting once the mystery is gone. But I don't know. I still think it's pretty cool. See Leo, cool professor. We saw Leo's face again, this time on a spectre. It reminded Geralt that he failed on the cellars of Camorn.
Geralt, talk to the guard. Let's get out of here.
Of course. Check up on Mikkel. He became a city guard. Quite a career from the outskirts. Lazy and lecherous. But yeah, he's that. But yeah, he has a relation to all the people in the outskirts. He probably may not have heard about the commotion yet. But we did tell him about his skull being dead. Why couldn't we just go to the other guards?
Mikkel, I need to enter the city. I have a pass.
I wanted to say I was sorry. I apologize, Witcher.
Apologize to Ilsa, Mikkel.
Right, he has his sword out.
Sergeant, that Witcher's here. The one I told you about.
Who do we have here, Mikkel? Is this the man we want?
Yes, sir, Sergeant, sir. It's that filthy freak, the Witcher.
A blasphemer and a counterfeiter, do I guess well?
Yes, he asked who's allowed into the city. They came with that letter of safe conduct from the Order.
If that's a knight of the order, then I'm Princess Ada.
Son of a bitch.
Wonderful. Chapter 2.
Hey, let me out of here. I'm innocent. Those 5 pounds of fish tech were for personal use. Hey, you, jailer, at least move me. I don't want to be with the politicals. Politics makes you rot. I'm a decent thief. Let me out.
Shut your trap! I'm busy!
Jethro, keep it down. You're looking to kill me?
That thief's bugging me. Thief, right. And I'm here with the politicals. Scandalous.
I said shut up!
Stop screaming or on my mother's life I'll bloody smash your junky mouth.
Abso-fucking-lutely beautiful.
What's your problem, Whitey? You wanna dance to Viziman? Come on, I wanna see your hands in the air.
Jethro, open the cell.
Ooh, scared? Soft as butter. Come on, Whitey, what you got?
Back off.
What, you wanna fight or not?
Professor, move it. You're free.
How ironic, our paths cross again. So near and yet so far. Fear not, Witcher, we'll meet again. I assure you.
You're making a mistake. This man's a murderer.
You fail to grasp the basic rules governing this world. You're a genetically modified murderer with no place in modern society. But we'll tend to that problem next time. Farewell.
I can't wait.
Okay. This is less than ideal, but we'll manage, I suppose. Muscle Man. Let's start with looking through all the character entries we've got now. Captain of the City Guard, release a professor, one of the most wanted criminals of Samaria. See, that is suspicious. Dungeon right in front of our eyes. He mocked the law and proved to me just how powerful Salamander is. Yeah. This is not good. Maybe we can find Levarden and Lucima. Boss? No. What about this guy?
Step away. We're honest thieves, not politicals.
We aren't that political. They've taken all our stuff away. Muscle Man?
Relax.
Okay. We can't use the signs. Elf.
Tomorrow's my big day.
Why are you here, Elf?
Delighting in the last moments of my life. Or trying to. I hang tomorrow. I have a request. I've always found games pleasant, and Jethro let me keep my dice. If you don't have your own set, we can share mine.
Okay. Sure, let's start with the better 5. Roll dice. Let's see. Game of pure skill. But we got 4 of a kind. Sure, let's raise the bet ever so slightly. We won! Yay! Let's roll again. I still feel like my sanity is being attacked by this game of dice. Can't really explain why. He's got 4 of a kind, we've only got a pair. Let's just keep the bet. Never risk any more money. Then we re-roll all the ones that are not identical to our 2 4s. Let's see. Oh, we got some 4s and a 5. With 4 of a kind and a 5. Yes. So we won. Very little money.
Alright, you maggots. The king in his mercy will pardon whoever subdues the cockatrice in the sewers.
Pardon? What about half the kingdom, the princess's hand in marriage?
Clever. Watch what you say, Witcher. Political jokes could get you in trouble.
I'll slay the monster.
Too late. There's another volunteer.
I'm the better candidate.
The creep in the corner claims he'll defeat it bare-fisted.
Which creep?
Yo-ho!
That tub of lard? You're kidding.
You want freedom? Fight for it. Whoever wins faces the cockatrice.
Piece of cake.
Alright. Alright.
Imbeciles.
You too. So his entry could expand it. So his caps of the city guard and the main executor for the king's law in the temple quarter. Okay. So Sega Fid let us quick save. Just in case, yeah?
I'll defeat you, then thrash that lizard and go free.
Let's do it.
You bastard!
Don't even need to. Nope. Got a hidden. Technically, cockatrices aren't lizards, but birds. Magical birds, but
I've got to kill you, you bastard!
no, you're gonna get beat up. Beating up fat people in jail. The Witcher experience.
Bastard. You couldn't have beaten me without your spells.
I saved your life. The cockatrice is no joke.
Next time, you'll get beaten.
I don't think we'll get beaten the next time, because we're leveled up. Must talk to Vincent.
Congratulations. You won the right to slay the beast.
I'm almost proud.
Want to slay the beast, or would you rather just stand there?
I need a weapon.
That's funny. We recently confiscated a Witcher's sword.
Where?
Not your business. Jethro, bring that silver sword.
The one we found at Tyler's?
Yes, idiot. That one.
Can I have it?
Get it from Jethro. The rest of your gear's in deposit for afterwards.
Fine.
One more thing. I'll pay extra for the monster's head, provided it's undamaged.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Oh, the sword. Where was it?
Hurry up. I don't have all day.
Yes, we also confiscated a potion. Once you've completed your task, collect your belongings from behind the bars.
I'll ask about it. Then I'll get the professor.
Stupid. The professor just does the wet work. If you want to be effective, you'd strike at his boss. Though I doubt you'd succeed. He's a big player. He has... concessions.
Connections, you mean? I'll find him.
First, you gotta survive your meeting with the cockatrice.
Watch my belongings. I'll be back, and I'll want everything returned.
With drowners in the sewer. That's always nice. Oh wait, that's gross. Straight up loot the man here. Let's see. Yeah, it's a bit of everything. Oh, there's someone there. Cat, vision. Oh, we've got to keep our swallow potions. And maybe those are other potions. In any case, it's pretty neat. Oh. He seems to be a knight of a flaming rose.
Oh, you're a witcher?
Indeed.
White hair, vertical pupils, signs of mutation.
Skip the medical exam.
Forgive me. I meant no harm. I'm Siegfried, a knight of the Order of the Flaming Rose.
I'm Geralt.
I've heard much praise concerning the combat skills of witchers.
If you don't mind, I have some work to do down here, and I'd like to get it done fast.
A cockatrice, correct? That's why I'm here.
Let's talk.
Yes?
Let's ask him what he knows first.
What do you know about cockatrices?
Cockatrices, also known as scoffins, are a kind of ornithosaur. They're twice the size of a large bird. The link between reptiles and birds. They resemble roosters, hence their common name.
Go on.
The cockatrice is frequently mistaken for a basilisk, but they're two separate species. Contrary to common belief, the cockatrice's gaze does not turn people to stone, but one should beware of its beak. The monster's beak is apt to tear its opponent's vital organs out with surgical precision. Often, the victim is slain immediately, especially when taken from behind.
So how would you say the beast can be killed?
You'll need to excel at swordsmanship. Without a silver sword, it'll be more difficult. A cockatrice likes to sneak up from behind and attack.
Anything useful to be taken from the carcass?
Its eyes are quite a versatile component, and precious. Its tail feathers are even more valuable.
Impressive knowledge.
I confess my knowledge of monsters ends with the cockatrice. My late father, Ike of Danel, may he rest in peace, left me an engraving of the beast. There were many more engravings, but they were lost inside a manticore's stomach. Only the cockatrice's image survived.
My sympathies. Did you hunt the manticore too?
No, I wasn't at home at the time. When I returned, I discovered my father, despite his infirmity, had decided to fight the manticore. He asked to be tied to a horse, and with a prayer, he charged the beast. As you can surmise, he met a tragic end.
When I reached the site of their struggle, the monster was in horrible pain, seconds from dying. When it could not dislodge my father from his armor, it nearly swallowed the old man whole. Later, they would say the sacred fire in Ike's soul burnt the monster's heart.
A heroic death.
May he rest in peace.
Think you can kill the cockatrice?
The sacred flame will guide me.
What prompted you to enter the sewers after a beast?
It threatens Vizima. The Order's been fighting beasts for a while, rather effectively, too.
Wait, that's Witcher's work.
You Witchers are relics and few in number. You're no competition. The Order demands no payment for protecting humans.
I suppose fairies funded your armor and castles.
I've no desire to argue. We're both here. There's no reason to await the other's turn, especially while there are drowners here too. Let's join forces instead. I long to see your combat skills, and I assure you, my sword is at your disposal.
Yeah, sure, let's take him along. Minor detail though, Egg of Danel was in the books. Geralt met him during a dragon hunt. Not that Geralt would ever kill dragons, considering they're sentient creatures, but, you know, he went along with some dwarves who later became his friends, some of them at least, and a bunch of other people, including Yennefer of Vengerberg, someone we'll get introduced to later, maybe. But no, let's go.
Agreed. Let's go.
You lead.
Right, so you now have a silver sword which effects against magical beasts and monsters. Steel sword has more effects against humans and animals. Okay, but funnily enough, most of the that's what is sad about the Cogitors was actually fully correct, as in with all the law and so on. So, but yeah, Geralt did raise an interesting point. If they kill monsters for free, how do they fund anything? A journal. Blacksmiths? Sure. Dice poker, fistfights, herbalism, innocent taverns, notices, signet rings, science igni, vitality, witch's medallion. Characters? Assad Javid. Mage is in hiding, and his influence extends over the whole of the Seaman, possibly beyond. He is dangerous. Jethro, city guard of a dungeon. He's addicted to Fistek. Magical cocaine, or not magical cocaine, Witcher cocaine. That's in the Witcher world's cocaine. Let's see, we've also got the glossary of... Not the glossary? Oh god, I do have it here. Order of the Flaming Rose was established after the war with Nilfgaard by a charismatic leader, Jacques Deldesberg, on the foundations of the deteriorating Order of the White Rose. Deldesberg's aim was to protect the people from monsters and other evils, and to promote belief in the eternal fire. The Order's headquarters are located in Vizima, with numerous commanderies spread across the whole of Temeria. Now this is interesting. The Order of the White Rose were a minor knightly order in the books, who just did knight stuff. Maybe also tried to kill some monsters. Most of them were jagasses though, or a good fair amount of them. Geralt had some run-ins with them. A few. Maybe just once. Can't really remember. But yeah, apparently the Order of the Flaming Rose are only located in Temeria. Even though there are 4 northern kingdoms, and 3 more than Temeria. Again, Order of the White Rose was also Temeria only. But yes, the eternal fire, a bit of organized religion, also seems to be spreading hate, because what better way to unite people than through hate? Well, I can think of a few other better ways, but then again, I'm not a cult leader. Or maybe I am.